What's up, guys? In today's video, we'll be playing the best Evil Bomber Expo deck in the game right now, guys. This deck used to be an incredibly solid deck back when the Evil Bomber was the most broken evolution in the game. Probably about like a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit less than a year ago. Yeah, when Evil Bomber was incredibly good, this used to be probably the best deck in the game. It finished top, I think top like 10, top 15 a few times, like 2 times back when it was like incredibly broken. So I thought I would give it a try once again because I haven't played this deck in quite a while, and unfortunately I don't think it's the best Expo deck anymore, but I do think it's a pretty solid deck. So I just kind of wanted to give it a try out today, see how it does in the current meta. I've not played this deck in a while, as I said, so it might be a little bit rusty, but in today's first match, we'll be facing Royale Giant, of course. You know, it's just how it goes sometimes, but it's fine, you know. We can definitely win this. It's just going to be a little bit of a tricky matchup here. He's going to log that. The RG is going to get, like, probably 2 shots. Maybe 1 if we log this perfectly. Okay, perfect. Perfect log there. We are down, like, 2 to 3 elixir. So if he goes with another Ghost plus RG, we might low-key be a little bit cooked. We'll have to see, because he's back to his RG, so he might go RG in front of this. We'll have to see what he decides to do. No, he's just going to go Skellies. I'm going to E-Spirit this just so I can kill the Ghost faster, and so it pops up. But now that our Tesla is dead, he might just go with a RG, the bridge. Yeah, you see, he's preparing for an E-Spirit there. So, yeah, he's going to go RG here. We unfortunately have to go with our Expo, and then we also have to go with our Knight here. He probably could have fireballed that, and that would have been an even better play. But wait, we can Evil Bomber this? Can this line up? Wait, perfect lineup log here. Oh my god, that was incredible right there, guys. That was an incredible defense. If we hadn't defended that the way we did, we honestly probably could have lost the game there. Really good defense by us. And at this point, I don't even know what to do here. Like, we are down 600 damage, but if we're able to get like 1 good Evil Bomber or even 1 good Expo lock, I feel like we could win this just with Rocket Cycle. We'll have to see, because this is going to be like mostly a defensive game, as you guys will see in a second. Yeah, the Fisherman's not going to cross the river, unfortunately. Wait, we can just rocket this Hunter. Yeah, I think rocketing this Hunter is a good play, so he still has to defend the Bomber there. The E-Spirit's going to die also, and then he's going to go with his Ghost plus RG, yeah, as I predicted. Let's go Skellies here to kite the Ghost in range so the Tesla kills it. Never mind. But the Evil Bomber, look at this Evil Bomber, guys. Oh my god, that defense was immaculate right there. And the Evil Bomber kills the Hunter as well. Really good defense. And at this point, we are up quite a bit of damage, so I think going defensive Expo here is not even a bad play. He's obviously going to go with his RG there, so I'm going to have my Knight ready here. Go with my E-Spirit for the soldiers. And then have my Tesla ready for this RG. I'm just going to log it just to stun it for 1 second, and that should be a perfect defense right there, guys. Let's go. Really good defense. I think I want to go with an offensive Expo here because he's going to have to go with a, yeah, he's going to try to go with an RG, so I'm glad I didn't allow him to do that. I will go Bomber here, and then I think I want to E-Spirit log, see if we can get like a small, maybe like a small log here. No, unfortunate, but he does log regardless, so that's good for us. He did spend quite a bit of elixir there. We can Skellies here and then Knight for this Ghost here. He's definitely gonna go with another RG, so I have to watch out. I think I'm gonna go with my Bomber here. Yeah, just cycle my Bomber here. Go with my E-Spirit here to cycle log this Ghost because or else it's gonna cause us trouble. Skellies like this, and then Knight over here so it doesn't kill our Hunter. Or so it doesn't kill our Knight, and then we can just Evil Tesla, and then Evil Bomber line up once again, and that's going to kill the Fisherman, and it's going to kill the RG. Now we can just go with a defensive Expo, and honestly, I don't see this guy coming back from here, guys. We have a defensive Expo, we have a Rocket, we have a Tesla, we have double buildings. There's really not much you can do here. We can just go with a Bomber up high, go with our Tesla here. He's not Fireball cycling, so I'm kind of glad he's not doing that. We will protect our Knight with a log there, and then that's going to kill the Fisherman, I think. Let's go Bomber here, and then let's go with our Knight to block the bridge. And then that Hunter's going to die to our Expo, and then we can just Tesla here safely. And there's only 20 seconds left, guys. I don't see him breaking through here. Yeah, you see, we're going to go with another Bomber here, see if we can line up anything else. No, we can't, but it's fine. We can just Evo Tesla here, go with our Rocket on the tower, and that is an absolutely perfect win, guys. Let's go. Perfect win, and that is a perfect way to start off the first match, guys. All right, guys, into our second match against Mushi. Interesting name. He's got a firecracker. Wow. Okay. I hope it's not Hoggy Q because that's like one of the worser matchups, I would say. Yeah, of course. Of course it's going to be Hoggy Q, you know? You asked for it not to be Hoggy Q, and guess what? You get Hoggy Q. That's just how it be sometimes, unfortunately. But hopefully that bomber does kill the firecracker there. It does. Perfect. Okay, so I don't think it's the worst matchup. Never mind. He's got Giant Skelly, EQ with Hog. Okay, this is really, really bad, guys. If we win this, that would be pretty absurd. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you guys do like and do subscribe, guys. It does help out the channel a lot, and I will be doing more of these ladder pushing videos more often. And so yeah, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to send some support. I would appreciate that, guys. But yeah, anyways, back into the game here. We can just activate our King Tower with the E-Spirit there. Perfect tip right there. You also want to activate King Tower with a Firecracker because it just gives you a better chance of defending the Hog Riders and stuff. But as I said before, this matchup does not look that great at all. Hopefully, we can get a lock somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that. We're already down like 700 damage, so we're already in a bad spot. He does have an EQ. He has a barbell. He has a cannon. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We'll have to see. I'm going to scale these here just in case he goes Firecracker. Okay, good. And then I also want to bomber this Giant Skelly. Maybe get some hits there. A lineup. Wait, let's go with our ability here. Okay, that's 2. That's 3, maybe 4. Nah, okay, that was too good to be true. But I'm going to log this just so our Evo Tesla can kill the Firecracker here. So it's going to kill the Firecracker. Perfect. Let me go E-Spirit like this. Skelly's over here. And that should take care of the Hog, right? Right? Never mind. Okay, wow. And now we're even on damage again. So, I don't know, guys. I'm going to go opposite lane here just to force out some elixir. Yeah, he's going to have to do that. I can just log here. Go with my E-Spirit. He's going to EQ. That's fine. As long as he's wasting his EQs on the opposite lane, I'm perfectly fine with that because now we can just go with our Tesla low here, and he can't really do anything. I can go Skellies like this just so the Hog doesn't get pushed, and then we can go with our Bomber here since we do have King Tower activated, and that should be a perfect defense. Let's go, guys. I will go with another Expo here, yep, because I knew he would go with his Giant Skelly. Let's go with Knight Tier. Yeah, he's going to do that, and then he's probably going to go with his Barbaro plus EQ, which is perfectly fine with me because I do want to force out the EQ every single time. Yep, you see that he goes with his EQ. That's perfectly fine with me. And yeah, now we can just defend his Hog with the Tesla Skellies. But yeah, he knows that, so he's not going to go in with a Hog Rider. Good play by him. He might just Giant Skelly again. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go with my Knight in the back here, then try to line up with another Evo Bomber here. Let's see if he lets me do it. Let's see how many hits we get. Okay, we get 1 hit. We get 2. That's perfect. And now we can just rocket the Hog Rider. And that should be a perfect defense. I will go Evo Tesla here. He does get a bit of damage with that Firecracker. Let's go Skelly Tier. Ooh, that was okay. That was unfortunate. A little bit late there, but it's fine. We are only up about 400 damage. He's going to go with his Hog, so I'm going to block the bridge here. Go with my Tesla up high. He misses with the EQ. That's really good for us. He only hits the Bomber. Okay, so we're not down that much, or I mean, we're not up that much, unfortunately. But here, I want to go with the defensive Expo because he might just go. He might Giant Skelly this. I wouldn't be surprised. Is he gonna do that? Yeah, he's gonna go Giant Skelly. I had a feeling. I probably could have rocketed that, but to be honest, I just want to play it safe and go with my Tesla here. It doesn't even kill the Firecracker. Wait, that's so bad. Wait, we have to log here. Please don't get a shot. Oh my god! And now we're down damage. That's not good. You never want to be down damage in this matchup, but I will, of course, go with my Rocket Cycle here because we are up Elixir. I'm going to go with my Tesla. I think that might have misclicked. Yeah, oh my god. At least it kills the Cracker, but now he's going to go with his Hog EQ. And then, ooh, that EQ did so much damage plus the Hog. That's not good. I'm going to have to start Rocket Cycling very aggressively here. He's going to be going with his Barbell. And then, of course, we're going to have to go with our Tesla high here. Going to go with our E-Spirit. Skelly's here. And then log that Firecracker. Hopefully it kills the Cracker. Okay, perfect. Let's go with another Rocket here. He's going to go with his EQ, which is totally fine with me. Let's go Bomber, E-Spirit, and then log, hopefully on 0. Perfect. And it doesn't kill the Bomber either. Wait, it does kill the Bomber. What the heck? Wait, there's only 17 seconds left. I don't think he can get 3 EQs down. And even if he does, I think we still win. So that test is going to pop up again. Kill the Barber. Oh my god, that's so clutch. Now we can just Bomber here, go with our log on the Hog Rider, and then Skelly just in case he goes with this Firecracker. And that's going to be GG's. Let's go, guys. Absolutely perfect win. That was a clean win. We almost choked there, but yeah, GG's, guys. All right, into our third match, guys, against Danny KX. Interesting. Okay, Sparky first play. You know what the drill is here. We just can go with our rocket here. No problem. He's gonna call it a good game. He already knows that the game is pretty much over. It doesn't mean that Rocket Expo counters Giant all the time, because that's just not true. Rocket doesn't always counter Giant Sparky decks, but it's definitely good against the Sparky, of course. But he goes with his Executioner, so of course, 5 Elixir. That means you can go bow opposite lane usually, so you can force out the Giant, right? Because I don't want him to go with a Giant Executioner and Mini P.E.K.K.A, you know what I mean? That would be too much of a push to defend with just the Tesla, because we don't have Rocket and Cycle. So I think that was a good play there. Whenever he goes with his Executioner in the back, I do want to go opposite lane with my Expo just to force out the Giant. And so, if he does end up tower trading, we have a better chance of actually getting his tower instead of, defending and then maybe, taking like 2 shots from a Mini P.E.K.K.A and then just losing the game from there. So I think that was a good play by us. He goes opposite lane with a Sparky, so he's giving us a chance to go opposite lane as well. So I personally wouldn't have done that, but we do have a lot of damage on both sides now, so we can kind of choose which lane we want to go. You usually want to go opposite, exactly. So he goes with Executioner here. He's probably going to go with another Giant. Exactly. And that's why I want to go opposite lane, because I do not want him to go with the Executioner Evo plus Giant the bridge. That would be a deadly push, especially with the Knight. Like, imagine if we went Giant behind that. Like, we would have easily lost our tower there. So I'm super glad we decided to pressure opposite lane there. I think that was the best play to make in that scenario. And then he also has to defend this Knight if I pop the ability, because I do have the threat of popping the ability. He decides not to defend it. That's a smart play by him. And now at this point, I think I want to just defensive Expo here. Yeah, I want a defensive Expo here. There's not really a reason to go in. He's always going to have his Giant in cycle because he has like a super fast cycle. So it is what it is. I'm going to go cycle a log here. Whoa, he gives us a really good rocket value. I'm honestly going to take that. And then I'm going to go with my Evo Bomber, the bridge, just to get even more damage. Oh my god, look at this lineup, guys. Wait, let's go E-Spirit here. Oh my god, look at the damage. Dude, that lineup. Oh my god, that lineup, dude. It's going to line up once again. And now we can just log to take it out. Oh my god, guys, that was perfect. Really, really, really good Evo Bomber there, guys. I'm super glad he did that. That just gave us an infinite value there. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much GG's, honestly, I want to say. There's not really much you can do to come back here, but I will try to go with an offensive Expo here. Kind of a bad offensive Expo. It's fine, though, because he's still going to have to go with his Knight there. Yeah, perfect. And then we can just rocket his Sparky plus Giant if he wants to play it. I'm going to go Skellies here just so I protect my Expo just a little bit longer. And now we can just go with our rocket on that Sparky and then go with the Tesla here. And that should be a perfect defense. He's not back to his Giant yet, so we don't have to worry about any Giant the bridge opposite lane. That Expo did get a little bit of damage there on the opposite lane, so that's fine with me. I will go defensive Expo here because obviously I want to, I want to have a good defense here. I will go Evo Bomber just to line up on all this stuff, guys. Look at this. Oh, that Expo is on the Tesla or on the Sparky, and yeah, that's gonna be a dead Sparky. I can just rocket this. There's no reason why I shouldn't. You never want to mess with that Executioner and stuff, especially if they get like a good lineup. And now, yeah, especially since he went Sparky the back, I think it's a good play to go with my Expo here. He's obviously going to have his Knight. That's not bad. And then I think I'm going to go with my ability here just so the Sparky doesn't kill our Expo right away, or our Knight. And that Knight's going to die. Let's see if we can log the Heal Spirit. No, we can't. It's fine, though. We can just go E-Spirit here and then rocket this Executioner. Oh, and the Sparky. Oh, that was a really good play. Unintentionally, but it was all calculated, guys. All calculated. So now we can just go Bomber here. He might Tornado this. Let's see. Yeah, he does Tornado that. That's fine. We can Tesla here and then go with our ability just so the Sparky goes on to our Knight. Okay, whatever. He ends up killing our Tesla regardless. We can just go Evo Bomber here just to kill the Knight. Wait. Are we in trouble? Wait. Okay, Tesla here. And then log. No, I think we're fine. Okay, yeah. He's going to go with his Executioner of the bridge. Not a good play in my opinion. That Tesla's going to pop up once again. We can just go defensive Expo here, guys. And yeah, there's not really a way he can get any damage. This matchup is very, very good for us anyways. Yeah, he's got Giant Spark. He doesn't really have like a really like DPS unit card like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. So there's no real way that we can lose this unless we just completely lose to a Sparky. But that's just not going to happen, guys. All right, guys, into our last match against this guy playing Mortar. Okay, I'm going to go with my E-Spirit here and then Bomber. He might go with his Barbell, so I'm going to have my Tesla ready for that. No, he doesn't. That's perfectly fine with me. So he's probably playing the one with Skelly Barrel. You want to kind of watch out with that version because the minions are a very, very hard card to deal with since you do not have a Fireball for them or an Arrows. Or even archers, to be honest. Like, you only have one air counter, and that's the Tesla. So the minions are going to be the hardest part about this deck. So we'll have to see, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes here. This should be, like, a decent matchup, of course. As I said, the minions are the only problem here. So we'll have to see, guys. Hopefully he doesn't have Musketeer, because that would kind of suck. He goes with an interesting Mortar there. Okay, for some reason, our Tesla is not on the Mortar. Interesting, but it's fine. We can just log here and the Dark Goblin, kill the Mortar. And then I'm going to go with my E-Spirit here, guys, because if you do E-Spirit like this, the Skelly Barrel does end up not getting to your tower, even with the death damage. So I think that's a good, important thing to know with that kind of deck. And here he's going to go with his Mortar, so yeah, I'm just going to rocket this, guys. No need to play it, yeah, exactly. See, because he went Knight there. So that was a 8 for 6 Elixir, because he did play his Mortar and his Knight and his Skellies. So I think that was a good play by us. I'm also going to go with my Knight ability here, because I want him to waste his minions. Perfect, guys. I mean, this is going about as well as it can. So that's really, really nice. I'm going to go Skellies here just to kite the minions. And honestly, we're on a roll here, guys. If we hadn't rocketed that Mortar, we low-key would have lost the game. Because he was up like 4 Elixir. So if we hadn't rocketed that, we would have gone Tesla, and then we probably would have lost the game. So I'm super glad we did that. He's going to go with, yeah, that was a perfect expo because I knew he didn't have anything in cycle there. He didn't have a Knight. He didn't have a Minions. He didn't have a Mortar. So I think that was a really good play by us, and we do get an excellent log value there. So yeah, at this point, it's just about defending, guys. There's no secret here. It's just about defending. I'm also going to go with my Bomber here just to kill the Mortar and get those pot shots on the Mortar and the tower. So that's really nice there. We can Evo Tesla like this, yep, and then I'm going to prediction his Dark Goblin, yeah, you see? Go with my E-Spirit there, and then we can just log this, and then only gets one shot. I'm going to go Skellies like this for the minions, and then I think I'm going to eat that damage, yeah, it's fine. It's going opposite lane, and that Expo locks on the tower, so that's pretty much GG's, guys. It's going to bring it into just 2 rocket range, which is really nice for us. He's going to be spamming the bridge here, it's fine, we can just log this. Honestly, we can take a little bit of damage, it's not the end of the world. If we take a little bit of damage from the Mortar, we are up so much that at this point it doesn't really matter, guys. We can take a little bit of damage from the Mortar or from like anything, to be honest. But I think I'm gonna rocket this Mortar. Yeah, I'm gonna rocket that. I want to play it safe. I don't want to go with my Tesla or anything. And now we can just log this Dark Goblin here down low, and then those minions are gonna do a little bit of damage. It's fine. He's gonna go Barbell with that. That's kind of an interesting play. We can just go with our E-Spirits here to kill the Evo Skelly Barrel, and then we can just go Knight here, and then I think I want to go with yeah, I'm not going to go with my Bomber because I knew he'd go Minions. Now I'm going to go with my Bomber. I'm going to go with my ability as well, and then that Bomber's going to get a lot of damage on that Mortar. It's going to pretty much kill it. Yeah, wow, that was really good. And now we can just Evo Tesla this Skelly Barrel. It's going to kill the Dark Goblin and the Skelly Barrel. That is perfect right there, guys. And then let's just go with our Knight here. And then I'm going to Bomber this. He's going to go with his Minions, of course, but it's not the end of the world. I will Tesla up high in case he goes with his Dark Goblin, which I knew he did. And then that E-Spirit is gonna get on the Skelly Barrel too. That's really, really good. And now we can just log that. There's no reason to rush, guys. No reason to choke. Now we can just rocket the tower twice. We also need one more log, so that's fine with me. Let's go Knight like this. Log that Dark Goblin. Can we please hit it, please? Yeah, let's go. And that's going to be GG's, guys. But yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.